Welcome to lesson 2. In lesson 1, I asked you to sit with a question. If God asked you, what did you do with the time he gave you this week? What would your honest answer be? I hope you wrote something down because today we're about to actually find out. This lesson is called, Where is your time actually going? And I want you to notice I did not say where you think it is going, because there is a big difference between the two. And by the end of this lesson, you are going to have a real tool, not just a concept, to start closing that gap. We are going to talk about why most people have no idea where their time goes, how to run a simple time audit, and exactly what to do with what you find, practical tips included. So here is something most people will not admit, and that's that they have no real idea where their time goes. They feel busy. At the end of the day, they're tired, but when you ask them what they actually got done, they pause. Now, we tell ourselves stories. I was working all day. I had a lot going on. I did not have time. But feelings are not data. And until you look at the real picture of how your hours are being spent, you are managing a fantasy schedule and not a real one. So here is a quick tip before we even get into the audit. At the end of today, yes, today, before you close your laptop or put your phone down, spend 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, writing down the 3 main things you actually did. Not what you plan to do, what you actually did. And do this every day this week, and you will already start to see patterns before the formal audit even begins. 2 minutes, that's it. Sounds small, but it will open your eyes faster than almost anything else that I can give you. You cannot fix what you will not face, and you cannot face what you have never looked at. Now, a time audit is simple. You track how you actually spend your time. Every 30 minutes for 5 days. Not how you plan to spend your time, not how you wished to spend your time, but how you actually spend it. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Wiggy, I already know where my time goes. Well, I promise you, you do not. Not until you actually track it. Every single person that I have walked through this exercise has been surprised by something. Now, here is the first practical tip for running your audit successfully. Do not try to track everything perfectly in real time. If you forget to log a block, just make your best estimate when you remember. The goal is honest data, not perfect data, because done imperfectly is infinitely better than not done at all. And the audit is not about judgment, it is about awareness. And awareness is always where real change begins. So here is exactly how you do this. It's very simple and practical. For 5 days, you are going to track your time in 30-minute blocks. Every 30 minutes, just write down what you did. Now, what tool should you use to do that? Well, use whatever you will actually stick with, because it could be a notes app on your phone, a Google Sheet, it could be a paper notebook. The fanciest tracking system you do not use is worthless, but the simplest one that you actually use is priceless. At the end of each day, not at the end of 5 days, at the end of each day, look at your log and ask yourself 3 questions. 1, what on this list is actually moving my business or my life forward? 2, what on this list was just noise, busy work, scrolling things that felt productive but were not? And 3, where did time just disappear? Time that I cannot account for. Write your answers down, but do not just think about them, write them down, because there is a power in seeing the truth on paper because it is harder to ignore. And here is one more tip. Set a phone alarm to go off every 30 minutes during your audit days. When it goes off, log what you just did immediately before you do anything else, because waiting until later means that you will forget or you will edit it in your head. So catch it in the moment. And let me tell you what people usually find when they do this exercise, because I want you to know what to look for. Almost everyone finds that social media is eating up more time than they realized. And I'm not talking about just scrolling. I'm talking about the checking, the responding, the getting pulled back in 5 minutes after you checked and respond. Most people find that they are saying yes to things that are not moving the needle. Requests, favors, meetings that could have been a message. And almost everyone finds gaps, pockets of time that just disappeared. They cannot tell you where they went. So here is your tip for what to do when you catch yourself off track midday during the audit week. Do not stop the audit and do not judge yourself. Just log it honestly and keep going. The off-track moments are actually the most valuable data that you will collect. They show you exactly where your time leaks are, and leaks are where you are going to go to fix it first. That one surprising thing that you find is your treasure, because once you see it, you cannot unsee it. And once you cannot unsee it, you can finally do something about it. Okay, so now you ran your first 5 days and you have your data. Now what? Well, this is where most people stop. They look at their results, they feel a little bad about them, and then they close the notebook. But that's not what we are going to do. Because after your 5 days, you're going to sit down with your data and identify your top 3 time leaks, the patterns that showed up repeatedly that were not serving you. Then pick just one to address it. Not all 3, just one. Because making changes to that one habit can have major effects instead of trying to do a massive overhaul where you attack all 3 at the same time. Then use your audit results to restructure your next week intentionally. Look at when your energy was the highest and protect that time for your most important work. And then look at when you were most scattered and decide in advance what that time will be used for instead. And here is a tip to carry forward past this week. Do a mini audit once a month, even just for 2 or 3 days, because your time patterns will shift as your business grows, because a quick monthly check-in keeps you honest and catches those leaks before they become habits. The audit is not a one-time exercise, it is a practice, and the entrepreneurs who do it consistently are the ones who stop feeling behind because they are always working with real data and not assumptions. So here is what I want you to do before lesson 3. Start your 5-day time audit. Today, if you can, use whatever tracking tool you will actually stick with. Set your 30-minute alarm, log what you did, and ask yourself the 3 questions at the end of each day. And tonight, just tonight, spend 2 minutes before you close out writing down the 3 main things that you actually did today. Start there. If the full audit feels too much right now, just start somewhere. When you are done with your audit, come and share what you found in the Gym Vote community. Come and share in the community feed, because I want to hear what surprised you. And you might be surprised how what you found may help someone else in the community. So I will see you in the next lesson.